الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. I'm going to talk briefly today about a topic that's not typical that we discuss in the masjid. I recently was invited with Dr. Nahad Hassaniya to go speak about Islam to the organ procurement organization of our area. It's called One Legacy. I've worked with them for many, many years, but they invited us to come speak about Islam and the Muslim perception of organ donation because they want to learn how to better approach Muslim families who have their loved ones that might be in a situation where they might be potential organ donors. It's actually the biggest organ procurement agency or organization, in the country, if not the world. One Legacy covers 7 counties, including Riverside and San Bernardino counties, which, as many of you probably know, are 2 of the biggest counties in the country. They cover over 200 hospitals and have multiple sites and places where they facilitate organ transplantation and organ donation. Last year, they procured 748 organ donors and facilitated almost 2,000 transplants in Southern California. One of them, as you know, is someone in the Muslim community here in the Inland Empire, Ali Sadoun. Ali Sadoun, many of you may know, had a kidney transplant, and it lasted, subhanAllah, for 30 years, which is way beyond what it typically lasts. Usually it lasts about 10 to 15 years. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had it last for him that long, but then it failed and he needed another kidney. He was on dialysis for about a year. The typical wait for a person who needs a kidney can go up to 5 to 10 years that they're waiting to get a kidney. He posted on social media, and we tried to encourage awareness in the Muslim community especially. I gave a couple of khutbahs about organ donation in Islam at some masajid, and about 6 months ago he received a kidney from a Muslim woman, not related, didn't know him, just saw the post on social media and went through the testing, and she was a match. It was a Muslim woman in Los Angeles, again, who didn't know him, and gave one of her kidneys to him. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, the kidney is working well. He's doing well, she's doing well. It was performed at Loma Linda, and now they have become lifelong friends. And so it was an amazing gift. Here in the United States, at any one time, there's about 150,000 people waiting for an organ transplant. Of those, it's estimated that about 1,500 are Muslims, based on population distribution here in the US. Over 10 people die every day waiting for an organ. And this ranges from newborn infants who might have some type of congenital heart disease that's not life sustainable, to an adult that needs a heart transplant, kidney transplant, liver transplant, whatever organ is necessary. Not only are organs transplanted, but tissue can be transplanted as well. So if you agree to donate, one individual can save 8 people, depending on the organs that are in good condition. Heart, 2 kidneys, the liver can be split, pancreas. Those are the typical solid organs. But tissue, which includes skin, bone, heart valves, corneas, right? So there are many people that are blind, and medical technology does not have a way to heal their corneas. And by getting a cornea transplant from a dead person, they are able to now have their sight restored. Last year, One Legacy performed over 1,500 cornea transplants. So that's 1,500 people that were able now to see that couldn't see before. The majority of the Muslim scholars and fiqh councils in the United States, in Canada, in Europe, in Saudi Arabia, in the Gulf countries, all agree regarding the permissibility of organ donation. That can be done either through someone who's been declared brain dead or someone who donates after cardiac death, when the heart stops and the organs are taken. Transplantation is performed in the majority of Muslim countries, and so it is not something that's controversial, it's not something that's prohibited, it is allowed, and in fact, many scholars highly encourage it as a sadaqah jariyah, that you're giving a gift to someone who is in need. Many scholars will quote the ayah from Surah Al-Ma'idah, just one section of it, that whoever saves a life as if he saved the life of all humanity. So by saving one life, you're saving all of humanity. Also, some hadith, again by the Prophet ﷺ, anyone who saves someone from a distress in this life, he will be saved from a distress on Judgment Day. Also, the Prophet ﷺ saying that the best of you is the one who is most beneficial to others. So multiple, again, evidence in our religion that organ donation is permissible and in fact highly encouraged as a form of sadaqah jariyah. There are some misconceptions and some questions that Muslim families often have regarding organ donation. Is the body going to be respected? Is dignity going to be maintained? And the answer is yes. Just like anyone who goes in for surgery here in the United States, proper modesty has to be maintained. The One Legacy Organ Procurement Organization does know that Muslims are supposed to be buried as quickly as possible. So once the organs are procured or the tissues taken, they help facilitate for the burial to be done as quickly as possible. We know that among the Jewish faith, this is also a tradition where people are supposed to be buried immediately. They also are aware that we try to have same-sex providers be in the room as much as possible, but in addition, that modesty be maintained, and so that is also done when the organs are being removed. When the body is given back to the family, it's not just left open and things just sticking out. It's closed, everything is clean, just like someone who had a surgery. And so it allows for proper burial in an Islamic fashion, coordination with the Muslim mortuary, so that the body can be taken for ghusl and then taken to the Muslim cemetery. They were so wanting to facilitate Muslim families being comfortable at their site where some of the organs are procured, that they asked us how can we let our families know which way the Qibla is. Everyone has an app, but we told them about putting an arrow in the ceiling of the family room, the Qibla, and they did that within a week of us telling them about that. We gave them some prayer rugs so that they could have them for, again, Muslim families who want to give organs of their loved ones. In the United States, about 60% of the population are registered donors. Amongst Muslims, according to some research, it's less than 25%. So less than 25% of Muslims, according to this one study, are organ donors, registered organ donors. As in the US, the majority of people want to learn more. So the study did point out that over 50% of Muslims would like to be more familiar with organ donation and how the process works. You can register on your at the DMV, when you get your new license, or you can also go to the National Registry and do it online as well. And again, this is done in a dignified, proper way. There are some conditions for donation. There has to be a need, Islamically, there has to be a need that someone needs an organ. The person that's donating, there has to be consent. So the person would have had to give his intention before he died or she died, or the family agrees for them. So say a baby passes away and the family wants to donate the organs, which again I said there are babies waiting. One of the youngest heart transplants was a baby that was 1 or 2 days old. Okay, so it's very much needed. But there has to be permission again of the individual or the family. There has to be dignity maintained of the body, modesty. There has to be quick burial again once it's completed. And also it is prohibited to have selling or buying of organs. That does not happen here in the United States. It's monitored very, very closely. Unfortunately, we know that in many of our Muslim countries, unfortunately, organs are often sold for people in various types of need. But the organizations or individuals that do this are often not honest. The person is promised $10,000, for example, and they only get $5,000. Or the surgery is done not in a very good way. They're thrown actually out into the street, bleeding still, not fully recovered, and many people actually die because it's not done properly. So this is prohibited. We are also not permitted to donate reproductive organs. So any of the organs, sexual organs, are not permitted. Transplant research is going further and further. There are many, many things in the body now that are being transplanted because, subhanAllah, medical science has not been able to create any type of substitute for an actual kidney or a liver or the heart. We know that we take it sometimes from animals that are closest to us. Some of the first heart transplants in children were done here, just 20 miles away, by Dr. Bailey at Loma Linda, with a baboon heart being put in a baby. And it actually lasted for a while. So xenotransplantation is something that's always being looked at because there aren't enough organs for people that are in need. So this is just a kind of a public service announcement for organ donation. It is permissible in Islam. There are conditions. There are people waiting on the list that are Muslim right now. I know of one person in our community that just got listed for a kidney transplant. Does anyone here have someone they know who has a transplant or is waiting for a transplant? Anyone? No one. Okay, so it's not a big number of people, but there are people in our community that are also in need. So may Allah guide us to understand our religion better and better, and to help those around us, and help those in need, and help the Muslims in areas where they are in difficulties, Palestine, Sudan, and also help those who are sick in our community and those with mental illness. May Allah get them out of the darkness into the light. Jazakumullah.